What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Zen Jen's Spirit School. I already know. Please forgive me. I did not realize it's been over a month, maybe more, since my last episode. I've been falling off, and that's because I've been posting to my TikTok. Follow it there if you want content daily or almost daily. My personal one at Genius from BK with a J, or at the Hi-Fi Healer. That's my spirit school. But don't matter. I'm here now. And as always, I appreciate anyone that hits play or download to hear what I have to say, or just information that I want to share or have to share, because it is a necessity to continue to assist, guide, and help teach others out there who are currently on their spiritual awakening journey and really trying to understand what's happening to them, and they may not be fully aware. And I share about a lot more than just cosmic information, because it always boils down to working on yourself. Everything begins from within. That is where your connection to all things is, including source. And everything that's affected around you is a result of how you are with yourself internally. So I just wanted to point that out there. But let's get straight to the point of this episode, because there's so much going on, y'all. I mean, you didn't need me to tell you that. There's just a lot. Everything is being uprooted so that literally from the roots. And those roots go hella deep and for a very long time. So I'm just seeing that in my mind's eye, right? Immediately I'm seeing just roots going straight down, and like right now it's like the roots, the tree or plant or whatever is being pulled out by the roots, but the roots are so damn deep that, it's taking time. But as it's taking time to be uprooted, there's all of this calamity and change going around Gaia right now. So that's what you're seeing. And I say that because of the ascension that Gaia has gone through, which she's already there. So big ups to everyone, light workers, all types of workers, grid workers, divine workers, healers, all of us that came starseeds that came here to assist with this monumental moment energetically on Gaia right now and her ascensions. And again, it's never happened before ever in the history of this planet. Gaia's ascension, leveling up, because she's been in such a low vibration for just so long. And it's beautiful to see everyone waking up consciously, and we'll continue to wake up consciously, because also Pluto, I'm hitting y'all with a lot, but listen, it's been a minute. So take it as it is. But Pluto just went direct in Aquarius. Now, it's been in retrograde for the last 6 months. Shouts out to all the astrology experts. I'm not super savvy in astrology, but that I do know is that with Aquarius now going direct, the last time that it's been in Aquarius was 200 years ago. About during that time period was the 1700s. We had the American Revolution. We had all of these other shifts, reinventions, innovation, all of that, justice, all of those. You could look up what was happening between that time period. But all that is to say that we are now in that era again, Pluto in Aquarius. And so you can expect more of that to come as the next 20 years and the next 20-year span. So all I have to say, it's not done. There is a lot to be cleared out and cleansed from this planet. And it's going to happen along the way so that it can be built on truth and love and actual compassion and care when it comes to other human beings here, humanity. It'll be less of a self-serving planet and more of service planet to one another, from top down, government, people, influencers, businesses, everything in between is going to be operating from that space. And Pluto going direct in Aquarius, y'all, is very significant, obviously for obvious reasons, but also the cosmos is cosmoing, y'all. And it's been doing that since the beginning of this year, because this year is very significant. If you know about numerology, it's the year 9, which represents completion, endings of cycles. This is why a lot of changes are going on around this planet. The end of certain conflicts, the end of a system that has been taking advantage of people, right? All over the world, you're seeing that. There's a reason why everything is happening in divine order, planetarily too. And so I say that from the beginning of the year because from out the gate, we had 6-9 planets aligned in the sky already around the new moon. And it just continued on from there. And then Gaia stepped into her ascension. She officially elevated, went up a level. We love you, Gaia. And ever since then, it's been just so many changes. And not only in the planet, y'all see it in the news, you'll see it in entertainment, justice, all these things are being brought to the surface. Again, just keep on envisioning roots pulling a tree from its roots, just yanking it out. It's some deep ass roots, strong roots, and it's being pulled out slowly but surely. Cause, I mean, obviously it is. And all that's to say, then we got to Lionsgate, which was extremely potent this year. And it fell on significant days as well. And then I'm not going to get into all the planetary stuff, but what I will say more recently, the solar eclipse. This is why y'all. There are no coincidences. All this stuff, if this is your first time listening to me, or if you listened to me before and maybe you're not too into astrology or planets, alignment and degrees and all that, and you don't have to be, but you can at least acknowledge the I don't want to say the pattern, but how everything is lining up. Like, you can't even deny it. No one can. And you shouldn't, because there's a reason why it's happening in this way. So anyways, I mentioned the solar eclipse because that happened, which rarely happens ever. Do the solar eclipse and the equinox land on consecutive days with each other? Meaning, the equinox, I'm talking about the fall equinox, the 21st of September. That's when it turned into autumn, right? The day before was a solar eclipse, which was all about closing chapters and cycles. Like, a lot of people, you might be one of these people too, have been going through a very long karmic cycle. Either the last 2 years, some the last 10, 15, 20 years. It depends on where you are when it comes to your soul's journey and the reason why you came here. This is why you cannot compare yourself, your life to other people. Everyone has their own energy signature. Everyone has their own unique soul path. You are one of one, each and every one of you. So you cannot compare yourself to others because their life is not how your life is supposed to be. This is why when people try to emulate others and it doesn't work out for them, this is exactly the reason why. Y'all should not be doing that, because if you was meant to have that life, you would have it. You understand what I'm saying? Focus in the present and what's going on around you. Because whatever it is you want, you've probably already had it in previous lifetimes already. So in this lifetime, you incarnate on the opposite end so you could see what the opposite side feels like. You know what I mean? I'm dropping so many damn different topics and concepts right now in this episode, but it's been so long, y'all. So long. I hope you're following me. I'm pretty sure you are if you're up to listening this far in and also have been listening faithfully. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much if you are one of those. Part of my Zen Friends community. But anyway, I go back to say, so now that happened. And then the 10-10 gateway. Now, first off, when the solar eclipse switched over to the fall equinox, y'all, if you have been doing the work, the shadow work, really reinventing yourself, transforming yourself from within, and really putting in the effort to become a better individual, and also recognizing patterns, behaviors that you've been accustomed in routine stuck in for the longest, and also recognizing that your surroundings may not be the best for you. So it's a multitude of things. This is just the different ways that you may have come to these realizations over, a period of time. But if you are one of those that have been doing that, you would have shifted into your higher timeline come the solar eclipse. So up until the solar eclipse, September 20th and before that, if your life has been very difficult or just plagued with a lot of lessons and learning and really taking time to break yourself apart to rebuild yourself into who you are truly at your core, your true essence, before the noise, before these situations, before others have influenced you, society have influenced you, family, whatever. I'm talking about who you are as a soul. What you came here in. Not what you were programmed to be. From a young age until now. Because of your circumstances. Because we all come here with spiritual amnesia. So we're not going to know who we are at a soul level until we go through certain situations to find ourselves again. Some people don't ever find themselves again. Their true soul essence. But if you are one of those who've been doing that for yourselves, really, really doing a ton of reflection and taking self-inventory of your life, of you, then you would have shifted into your higher timeline. And you can't front. Like, if you say you have, but inside you're kind of like, well, so I'm still kind of this, I'm still that in front. I'm like, no, you cannot lie to the damn divine, y'all. You cannot lie to your higher self, y'all. So if things still aren't panning out the way they are, you probably have more work to do. Even if you think you don't have more work to do. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I was there. I thought at one point, I was like, oh, no, I'm good. No. Things weren't getting better for me. But I was like, wait, but I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And spiritually and all these other things, connecting, blah, blah, blah. There's still lessons, or you need more time to really soak in the lesson of whatever circumstances that you're in right now. So to circle back about this shift, now if you definitely have 1000% done the work genuinely, you would have shifted to this higher timeline. And I could say that because I said this on my TikTok, but literally on the day of the solar eclipse, y'all, I received 2 pieces of information back to back. It had been dumb dry for me, put it like that, okay, for the longest in terms of, situations, things that would have made, life a little bit more easy. You know what I mean? But again, I understand why I had to go through what I went through. I don't ever want to go through it again. And I won't, because I've walked through that path already, which was the biggest lesson that I had to take on, clearing a ton of karma. Not in this lifetime, past lifetimes, all of us. So, and that can range from a variety of different situations, not only here as incarnating as a human being, but, out there in other planets, dimensions, or what have you. But anyway, I come back to say this, but I personally had to go through that so I can be in this frequency now to share all this with y'all who quite possibly are going through what I had went through in the past. But I'm telling you, if you do the work, you will get to the other side, and the other side is so enlightening and transformative. I can't even put into words how I view life now, and also just view world from a physical sense. Like, colors are brighter. I hear things more clearer when a little sound. Like, this is what it feels like to raise your consciousness and, elevate your soul. It's beautiful. Not to say everything's going to be roses and, butterflies all the time, but at least you know how to handle yourself, your emotions, and life better after you've had a spiritual awakening and you really are walking in that frequency. But when the shift happened on the solar eclipse, personally for me, I received those 2 pieces of information, like I was saying, one of which I wasn't even supposed to get it on a weekend. Like, this is like a business day kind of piece of information. So, needless to say, it was a sense of relief, but I was like, oh, damn. As soon as that solar eclipse happened and that karmic cycle closed, like, bam, Spirit was like, here you go. This is just a start. And to be honest, it has been. Things are really in the flow right now. For me, I'm saying personally. And for some of y'all out there, you can too possibly be experiencing this if you've done the work. Now, if you are in the middle of doing the work, continue. Don't worry. Your time will come where you can also experience this. It may not be overnight. It may not be in 5 months. It might take a year or so, but trust the process. I know I was one of those too. I was in my dark night of the soul process for a couple of years. This is different from a spiritual awakening and going through a spiritual journey. Like, I'm talking about deep, deep unlayering of your soul's essence and your energy here, as a result of, many things. But all that is to say, I'm saying all this because to let you guys know that the shift happened and that it's real and that I'm experiencing things. Now, whenever it's like, I think I posted this video on my TikTok or my Instagram, I don't remember, where it was that clip of Mr. Bean, like walking. Go to my accounts if you want to see. If not, I'm describing it to you now. But he's walking on top of cars, like through traffic. And he's not looking at where he's walking, though. I think he's looking down on his phone or something. But as he's walking, all the cars are lining up. So that he can, he's walking with ease across this traffic. And it's very similar to that. When being in your highest timeline and everything happening synchronistically for you. Things are happening, I'm saying this for myself. There'd be moments I'd be thinking about something that it manifests. It could be as simple as me going on the train, right? Trying to catch my train. I'm like, this thing's going to come now in time. And it does. Little things like that, outside of, seeing angel numbers and all that, which, by the way, I'm going to speak on in this episode because the numbers factor in this episode because I mentioned, so the solar eclipse, right? The shift. Okay. Well, the 1010 gateway, which is October 10th, y'all do not sleep on these double digit days or when days during the year line up mathematically. I'm talking about the 111s, the 11s, the 22s, you know what I'm saying? The 4 4s, 3 3s, 11 11, which is coming up, 11 1s that's coming up, 10 10 that's happening now. Numbers carry a vibration. Everything carries a vibration. Colors carry a vibration. I'll break all that down in another episode. But numbers, specifically numbers, carry a vibration. This is how the universe is functioning and also configured. It's through numbers. It's through mathematics. It's through binary codes. It's through angles, sacred geometry. It's literally through math, y'all. It is not a coincidence that certain star systems or stars in the sky, planets, are identical when it comes to their distance from each other. Everything is purposefully created in this universe. And there's patterns within this, numbers. So this is why the understanding of how numbers are utilized vibrationally is important, because these numbers exudes energy, vibration, energy, same thing. So now when you have, let's talk about the 1010 gateway, right? If y'all familiar with numerology, numbers equate to certain themes of the time of whatever's happening. And again, I mentioned this year being the year 9 because, 2025 comes out to 9, 2 plus 2 plus 5. And that's what 9 represents, which is the ending, closing of things, cycles. But 1010, so 1 equals rebirth, new, fresh start, right? 0 means completion, the end, that's it, nothing. So this 1010 gateway, so put in together this 1010 gateway, right? Plus factor in 2025. So if you add that all up, just follow me, okay? You have 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0 equals 2. Then you have 25, which equals 9. You have 11, which is also a number equally as strong and vibrational as any other number. You've probably seen it all over the place. 1111. It's a number of manifestation. It's a number of transformation. It's a number of divine guidance, newness. So the gateway was super powerful, not only because of those numbers alone, but the bigger reason is because this gateway is happening at a time where Gaia has ascended. Now remember, keep in mind, this has never happened before. This is the first time Gaia has ascended. Y'all, thousands of years. So with the gateway, first we got the solar eclipse, then we had the fall equinox. You hear all the concepts are all similar. The themes are all similar, right? Newness, endings, new, death, rebirth. This is what's happening. So this gateway that just passed 1010 was extra potent because it's happening during Gaia's ascension, which means the vibration, the energy, the frequency, all the same words are very heightened on this planet. Again, this has never happened before. 1010 happens every year. But this year's significance because of this heightened frequency on Gaia. So what does that mean? Now you got the vibration of Gaia, plus you have the vibration of these numbers, these dates. Remember, numbers, mathematics is how the universe operates. So you have the double dates, these digits, plus Gaia's ascension. Do you understand the type of goddamn energy, frequencies that are spilling all over Gaia right now? It's some powerful shit. So all that's to say, everything is lining up cosmically in terms of alignment and where Gaia is headed, where she's already on the way to. It's only going to go up from here. It's going to take time, but the worst of things has already happened. The worst of things is actually getting to the point where she can ascend. That hard part is done. This is why a lot of you out there volunteered and were chosen to come to this planet and incarnate here during this time, because not everyone gets to come here. There's a long list, believe it or not. Yes, people want to experience. I know you're probably like, what? There are souls that want to have this human experience. Yes. Being a human being in this, well, we're coming out of this low density plane. But before that, this planet is very low vibrationally in comparison to other planets out there. Many reasons for it, which I've said in previous episodes. But maybe in one of the upcoming episodes, I'm going to really dive deep into it, because I'm about to tap into the GFL right now, because they play a role in all of this, our cosmic brothers and sisters on the Galactic Federation of Light. Now, if you've never heard of them, I don't remember if I mentioned them here before. If this is the first time you're hearing this, I talk about it on my TikTok. If you want to go watch the video at the Spirit School page. Basically, it is the UN without the corruption of different beings from different star systems that all come together to preserve because of what's happened in the past in this universe. It's actually beyond. They really make sure that nothing crazy pops off. And beings from all different types of beings. So what happened, if you don't know what the Schumann resonance is, the Schumann resonance is a measuring apparatus. The Schumann resonance is how the energy on Gaia is measured. Pretty much it's her heartbeat. And it's literally a graph. Like you can see this. It's literally, you can see it on a graph where her energy picks up, where the energy, goes down and things like that. But this planet exudes its own vibration. Again, this is not woo-woo. This is scientific. But anyway, so during the 1010 gateway, it blacked out. Again, why did it black out? The freaking power, the potency of the energy coming in and what's happening cosmically from Gaia, from the GFL, from the sun, all of it. The gateway, the vibrations off of the numbers, is a lot happening right now, y'all. And with that, during this blackout, shouts out to my spiritual colleagues who connect with the GFL. Cosmic elders came here during that blackout when I say came here, came into this galaxy. I'm going to say galaxy. To assist. They came down from their dimensions as well. They came into this galaxy to help with clearing, assisting, cleansing, reconnecting energies here on Gaia, flushing out all of the low vibrational frequencies that are lingering around Gaia right now. They are literally taking a cosmic vacuum and removing all of these remnants of low vibrations. Now, there's still going to be there's people that hasn't awakened that's on this planet right now. But from a larger scale, they are here. They are here clearing it all out. And what's coming from that is your ability to be able to connect even deeper, especially if you're on your awakening journey or you've already awakened, to receive the energy of this ascension, the higher frequencies that's hitting this planet, to really take that into your soul, your DNA, your imprint, and be able to carry this high frequency within your system. Because let me tell you something. The way this planet is rising in vibration, if your energy is low vibrational, you are going to feel very frustrated, tight. It's going to feel claustrophobic for you at times with what's happening around you, how you're feeling internally. Instead of being in a state of flow, you're going to be in a state of constantly uncertain, unsure, anxious all the time, versus being in a state of peace. So they're here. Cosmic elders are here to, it's like, I'm just seeing like a white light, but imagine there's like shadows within the light, so the light's not hitting clearly to you. Does that make sense? So the shadows that's blocking some of the light is being removed so that you can fully feel the light. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay, now I'm seeing a better example. That was a better example is, let's say if you were at the beach, you were tanning, right? There's no clouds in the sky. You are getting direct sunlight, which is actually a really good analogy because we are getting energy from the sun, but you are receiving that the sunbeams directly, right? But then if there's a cloud on the way, the light is still there. The UV light is still hitting you, but the light is not as strong because it's being blocked off by the cloud, right? So think of them here clearing those clouds away so you can get that direct energy as if you were on the beach, right? Trying to get that tan on and there's no clouds in the sky. Makes it easier. So it's similar to that. And with everything I just said, y'all, there's a lot going on, but everything that I mentioned in this episode is all happening synchronistically. And you will see that if you're on your higher timeline, a lot of synchronicities will begin to happen for you. And life's going to get a lot easier. That doesn't mean everything's going to be easy, but it's not going to be as hard as it was before, especially if you've done the work. This is the reward of really doing that work. And it's not a reward in the sense like we give rewards here. You do something great, you get something, right? Nah. It's literally a reward for your soul, which is the only reason why you came here, to help Gaia elevate her vibration during this unique time, but also to learn and clear out what it is you need to learn and clear out. So congratulations to you if you've done that. It's not an easy feat. It's not. Don't you dare overlook it. Don't you dare try to diminish all of that hard internal work that you've done on yourself. I had to come to that realization. Sometimes, you can become very jaded and, struggle or stress or, emotional trauma and all that. It can become normalized for someone who has been through that, a lot in their life. First off, it should not be normalized. But what I'm saying is being able to clear all that out and really find peace and balance within yourself. Not a lot of people are willing to do that and make the changes. Not a lot of people are willing to look into the mirror. It's hard for people to look at themselves in that way. To dissect themselves like that, not everyone's willing to do it. But if you are one of those and these synchronicities and you're on your highest timeline right now, just fucking celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Because it is so hard to get out of patterns and routine. People love comfortability. On Mother Earth, Gaia, this is how people stay in these cycles, karmic cycles, and they don't learn because, well, one, this planet is a planet of free will, and we come here with spiritual amnesia. So you are literally learning from scratch, trying to do it without that assistance, but keeping the faith and belief, that's what keeps you going, right? So, but being able to come here in that condition and to emerge out of it, even more alive, even more awakened, even more connected to spirit, the divine, to source, connected to yourself, spirituality, understanding what this life really is about. That it's not based on surface level physical things. It is an emotional soul lessons that all of us are here to learn. And why are emotions such a big factor? And I talk about this too on my TikTok. Y'all should just follow my TikTok if you don't. Then you can be in the loop. But we live in a sentient universe. The higher dimensions are based on sentience, feeling. This is why emotions should not be dusted under a rug. They need to be addressed head on and really put as a priority. Emotional well-being put as a priority in every person's life. Everything begins from your emotional state. Illnesses are born from emotional states. Then outside influences turn that into a deeper medical issue. It all begins from emotional balance. I see that when I do my energy healing sessions, sound healing, all of it. When your body is emotionally stable, meaning you're not feeling anxious, depressed, sad, you're not overthinking, you're just in a calm place. You're not angry all the time. Of course, we're going to go through good or bad days, but I mean living in that emotion day in and day out, letting it really just fester within you, live within you. I've mentioned this on previous episodes, on the depression episode, to help people who have been dealing with depression. And I've spoken to people in person about this to help them get out of this rut, to just release the emotion. Don't let it live inside of you. But all that is to say, your emotional state affects everything else. So making sure you're good inside is key. And when you're good inside, guess what? Your vibration starts rising. It's like going up the elevator. I don't know why I'm seeing a graph in my mind's eye of someone's body and like it just like water filling up. Water's connected to emotions. That's probably why. But it starts balancing itself out so that you can be in a state of flow within this emotional waters, so to speak, which in turn allows you to attract what it is you want at that high vibrational frequency as well. Because now you are aligned to receive it from a genuine place. So, y'all, I know this was a lot. I threw everything in all at once in this episode. It's just been so long. I'm not sure what I'm labeling it. I'll figure it out, titling it, but I had to at least come on and let y'all know what's happening out here. And again, the importance of keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself aligned. Again, there may be days that you might find yourself slowly falling back into a mindset, just mental discipline. This is what it is. You got to snap yourself out of it. Snap that shit in half. Boom. As soon as you feel it falling back into that zone, just literally, this is what I do. Say to yourself, no, not today. Cut that shit off. Cut it off. Cut that transmission off. Unplug it. Like you would unplug a television, let's say. Unplug from it. And just keep yourself going. We are human. This is a human existence, even though our souls, some of our souls aren't elevated. I'm talking about just the human existence, okay? Living here as a human being. You're going to find yourself from time to time possibly seeing those dark sides of you, right? The shadow parts of you, the ones that you've worked on, try to creep back in. And that's just the nature of it here. But again, the difference is not allowing it to do anything more but peek. Like if they're starting to kind of stick their head out, go, have them go back into hiding underneath the grass again. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Mental discipline is how you're going to get through this if that's something that you're battling with. You literally have to teach your mind as if you were training or if you're in the gym, right? Lifting weights, going on a treadmill, elliptical, whatever you're doing. Training your body to stay the way it is the same way you have to train your brain, which is also a muscle. So gotta keep that mind healthy as well. That's just one way, at least for me, that works for me. Mental discipline is key when it comes to the shadow work. So on that note, y'all, there's a lot going on, like I said. But this is a very, what I like to say, what a time to be alive. As crazy as shit is right now, y'all, it's happening for the greater good. It is. And the way we get to truth is by revealing truth. So it might seem like so much is going on in the world, so much conflict, so much injustices, so many scandals, so many disgusting acts. It could seem like it's fake, that people are making shit up, but it's not. Do y'all understand? Take a step back. This is how much has been hidden from us, humanity. This is not even the first layer. We are only at just the quarter of a layer right now of what else is about to be revealed to humanity. This is all the garbage, the dirt, the atrocities, the disgusting, vile activities that's been happening without us knowing, because we've been programmed like robots to look this way instead of looking dead on, distracting us what's going on over here so we can't see the truth. This is why this time is so fucking amazing, because as consciousness is rising, they don't want your consciousness to rise. They don't want you to expand. They don't want you to ask questions. They don't want you to have curiosity. Now I'm seeing like a hamster going on a hamster wheel. This is how they have been keeping us. Just keep on same wheel. Go, 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 go. Don't see nothing else. Just continue. Go, 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 go. As if that's all that we know. That's all that there is, when there isn't. When it isn't. But that's changing. Not changing. It's changed now. And now that Pluto is direct in Aquarius, my Lord. Oof. These next upcoming years are, I wouldn't even say put on your seatbelts. We're beyond that now. It's like, just hang tight. Hang tight. This is how much dirt has been going on, y'all, behind the scenes at every different level, in every different industry, every career field. Every part on this planet is being revealed to you, as we are also in the age of Aquarius now for the next 2,000 years. The age of Aquarius is about truth, justice, innovation, reinvention, higher consciousness, spirituality. And these truths are being revealed to us now. Yes, so believe it. It ain't no more bullshit. Fortunately, I'm seeing people waking up to that fact. Because again, there's no stopping this. The shift has already happened. It's only going to continue to go up and up from here for people. Consciously and vibrationally, they're open to it. There's just no avoiding it now. So now we've got past that part. Now it's about watching all of these truths come to light. That phrase is very true. Whatever you do in the dark will come to light at some point. You can't hide from the light. The light is too damn powerful and strong against the dark. It is no match for the dark. And I mean that literally in terms of energy here. I talk about that shit all the time. You already know what time it is. You know who I ride for. The light. Trust me, they don't stand a chance. Clearly, as you can see. They tried to manipulate people into staying the way they are. They've been successful with some, but a lot of people were able to avoid that and walk towards the light and continuing to walk towards that light and the truth. So I won't say be prepared. We already have seen so much already, but it's only going to be more. Only going to be more. And you're going to see, just pay it. All I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to leave you with. Just pay attention to what's going on. If your spidey senses start going, when you see something or read something, trust it. There's more going on behind what you're seeing with your regular eyes. If you see or read something as these years go on, as the days go on, right? Different events that happen. If your spidey senses, your instincts gives you a little, makes you, you know what I'm talking about, right? That feeling of questioning that you're like, wait a minute, no, that is your third eye going, aka your intuition, aka your real eye, aka the eye that can see beyond what the facade, the mirage that's being shown to you, the hologram, so to speak. Trust it, y'all. Trust that shit, because you are connecting to the real connection of source. Everyone's always connected with source. It's just, again, like I said, spiritual amnesia. People have been blocked off from it due to circumstances and everything else in between. But trust it, because your soul is expanding in consciousness right now. So with that also, I didn't mention this, was the last thing I'm going to say. As you elevate in vibration, your psychic abilities are also going to increase. Everyone has psychic abilities here. You might be like, what? Psychic? Me? No, I can't see the... No. Yes, y'all. Yes. It might sound really amazing and glamorous and just just incredible to hear that. Oh my God, I have psychic abilities I didn't know about. Well, out the gate, intuition, boom, is one. Everyone has it. A lot of people don't listen to it, right? They start second guessing themselves because the logical side of them that part of their brain starts to come in, and then, the intuition gets thrown out the window. But that's like the first psychic gift that I say everyone has. But anyway, yes, you all have the ability to have all these other gifts. It sounds incredible to us and new, but honestly, outside of Gaia, it's just second nature to other people. Yeah. They'd be like, oh, yeah, we can see into future timelines. Oh, yeah, we can hear other, from higher dimensional beings. We can connect to the other side. We can, you know what I mean? We already have a knowing of source. We already connected with source. We already, anything other psychic ability you can think of. You know what I mean? It's already a given outside of Gaia. But again, we are coming to learn that. Okay? We are learning. The souls here are really finally opening up to the laws of the universe, understanding the universe, potential psychic abilities, and the truths of Gaia. So I forgot why I mentioned this. Oh yeah, it's because I mentioned psychic abilities. All that's going to enhance. And you're going to see the truth in things. So trust it. Trust everything you're feeling, y'all. Continue on your spiritual journey, your awakening. If you have, like I said, have gone past that and you are experiencing synchronicities and manifestations and everything's flowing for you right now, congratulations. Cheer for yourself. And your spirit team is cheering for you. Source is cheering for you. And if you're in the middle of your spiritual awakening, congratulations as well. Not a lot of people are willing to walk down that path. And you are. You are in the middle of clearing out those karmic cycles that you've been stuck in, incarnating here when it comes to being a human being here and in general for your soul. Congratulations on doing, being diligent in amending that. It is a hard task. A lot of people don't want to do that. So congratulations, yo. Congrats. Takes a lot of courage. Whew, where are we at? Almost at an hour. Okay. Hopefully this satisfies everybody until the next episode, which I'm not going to sit here and say I'll know when that is, but I promise that I am going to do my best to get out more episodes. And this one was just a clusterfuck of information into one episode. So it's like a spiritual gumbo of information, or in my Viet culture, a spiritual bowl of pho that I just dropped on y'all. But again, at least this can hold you down until the next one. But I'm gonna do my part and make sure I post at least one episode every couple of weeks or something, at the very least. But other than that, hope you enjoyed this lesson, a multitude of lessons within one lesson. And I appreciate you sincerely, genuinely. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for making my podcast top 15 on Good Pods. Thank you for just following me on my socials and my spirit, especially my spirit school. At the Hi-Fi Healer on TikTok, and I'm trying to do better on YouTube. It's just so many damn platforms, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a bit overwhelming. I'm trying my best to get it to tap into every platform. I'm just doing my best, but I don't mean to neglect the podcast at all. But yeah. So on that note, I'm thinking if I want to pull a card, but I no. Everything I've said I had to say and channeled in some parts. So I guess yeah, until the next episode, y'all, just keep working, keep doing, stay focused, stay aligned, keep your eyes open, your real eyes open, and continue to question, continue to tap within, and continue to be open to source, God, spirit, the idea of spirituality, connecting, and understand that you are always loved, you are always protected, you are never alone. Spirit team, source is always around you. And most importantly, remember, everything truly begins from within. Don't lose sight of that. Okay? I'll catch you on the next episode. Love and light. Peace.